Hello everybody, welcome back to the Wisconsin Greg Show. I'm downtown Delavan, just out for a little walk. Thought I'd come on here and tell you about my day. This is before I go too far, this is a new store here in town. Old Boxed in Burlap. A coffee shop, I guess. It's really huge. I can't believe they got such a huge coffee shop for the city of Delavan. Well, I'm good. How are you doing?
Defending freedom.
Huh?
Defending
Yeah,
freedom.
that's good.
I like your shirt.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. The guy said he liked my shirt. It says Defending Freedom. It's cool. But yeah, I was gonna tell you about my day, and that's one thing I did do, which I mentioned on my last video, is I went and seen that video or movie called The Sound of Freedom, which for some reason is kind of a controversy movie, I guess. I don't know. I can't understand why they would want to block that movie from being played or whatever. It makes people aware of the situation and the problem. There's some explosions going off in town here. I think they're fireworks. I hope so. But yeah, it was a pretty good movie. I'd recommend go see it. Give you a little information about it without ruining it for you. But it starts out very slow from the very beginning, and it's very, very slow all the way to the almost towards the end. It just gradually gets more exciting. It's one of them kind of movies. There's no ups and downs in it. It just starts slow and eventually builds up to the peak. One thing I can tell you to do is when the movie's over and the credits start rolling and I think that's what they call it, the credits, when all the names start coming up over the screen that the movie's done. Stick around. In the bottom right hand corner of the screen you'll see, I think it's like a countdown from 2 minutes, and it says special message, and a lot of people didn't know what that was. They just figured it was something with the theater or something, and a lot of people got up and left. But stick around for that special message, and it's kind of interesting to listen to. That was a pretty good part of the movie, actually, the very ending. That special message. So don't get up too quick. Wait until the credits are over and then listen to that special message. That would be my pointer to you. But I think it's a movie everybody should go to see to make people more aware of trafficking that goes on with kids and stuff. Yeah, it's quite a deal. There's some very savage people out there, very evil people out in this country, or not just country, in this world, and it's too bad. And there's a lot of people that aren't aware of it, and after they see this movie, I think they'll maybe stay a little closer to their kids. So hopefully it's an eye opener for a lot of people, and hopefully it can maybe do some good, make things better. But anyways, I just thought I'd come on here and tell you about that. I went to town today and bought a refrigerator. It's gonna come either tomorrow or Thursday. Not sure what day. I was looking at a refrigerator in Janesville Friday, and I told the guy I wanted to get home first and make sure I wasn't getting one smaller than what I already had. I wanted to check mine out and see how big it was. I wasn't sure. And he says, well, call me back right away, because I think they closed at 7:30 is what it says online. And so I called him back at 6:30, couldn't get no answer. Waited a little bit, called back again, couldn't get no answer again. So I left a message that time, told him to call me back. They didn't call back by 7, so I called back again, still couldn't get through, and they haven't called me since. So I went today to Lowe's and bought one there. Ended up buying a Frigidaire, because that's the kind I have now, and it's lasted since 1988. It's been a pretty good refrigerator, and plus their most of their products are made in the U.S. So there was another one there. It started with an H, some kind of a Chinese name, but it looked nice and everything. But I figured I'd support the U.S. factories since this is where I live, and factories, U.S. businesses can use all the support they can get. So anyways, I thought I'd come to town, talk to you a little bit, go for a little walk, try to firm up my calf muscles. Since I've lost all that weight, they're kind of like jelly. I was even thinking about maybe getting the bicycle out, when I haven't rode the bicycle for years. But I'm feeling pretty good, I have to say that. So if you're ever curious about health coaching, I'd highly recommend it if you have a problem, don't know what to eat or how to keep track. But I do give you a warning, it's a lot of work, because I gotta keep track of everything I eat every day, make sure I don't go over certain numbers for my sugar and carbs and protein and fat, and it's a lot of keeping track. I fill out like a whole paper a day, everything of what I eat. It takes up a whole page. But I feel good, so I guess it's worth it. So I thought I'd come to town and see what kind of characters we can come into. When I say characters, I mean interesting people. You never know what you can run into. Met some pretty cool people out when I've been out walking before. Better than sitting in the house and watching YouTube all the time, I guess. If you can get out and speak to people and meet people in your area. But if you can't get out, then watch videos like mine. It's try to get out. So I know some people can't get out because of their health reasons and stuff. So, and some people ain't got time in between jobs, so they can watch videos like mine. So I appreciate all of you watching my videos. I am getting very close to 3,000 subscribers, and man, I didn't think I'd ever get to that. But I appreciate each and every one of you for all your support. I'm gonna go down this alley a little bit and show you the back of the building where I used to work when I was in high school. So right here is the back of the shop where I used to work. I'll show you the front when we get out there. It used to be called Zabel's Auto Service. Right in there is where we kept the wrecker every night. I drove the wrecker for quite a while. Whenever there was an accident or the police needed a car towed away or something like that. I think back then it was like there was a couple other companies in town that drove wreckers, and so every third call we got the call. They rotate. So sometimes I was out in some pretty bad weather. But I enjoyed doing that. Lots of people out on the sidewalks tonight in front of the restaurants and stuff eating, because it's beautiful tonight. See down here, a lot of people. Maybe I'll go that way on the way back. This is a newer tower park that they built about, I don't know, a year, maybe 2 years ago. They're all watering the sod, keeping it nice and green. I don't know if I can get around here. That used to be a kind of a little hot dog stand years ago. Now it's for like decorating or something. I think they said that for decorating your house and stuff, I believe. I don't have to walk around here so I don't get sprayed on. Probably gonna have to pause it for a minute. I hear music. Alright, I had to silence it or shut it off there for a little bit because there was a lot of music back there. And because of the sprinklers, I couldn't really show you the front part of where I used to work. Sorry about that. It is a beautiful, beautiful night. It's a little bit cooler. It's been a little bit cooler the last 2 nights. I think tomorrow, I think it's supposed to get a little warmer. Lots of good Mexican food restaurants in this town. This used to be a grocery store years and years ago when I was a kid. Now it's a fitness center. Can't remember exactly what grocery store it used to be. I haven't walked around town for a while with the camera. Thought I'd show you some of the little off side streets a little bit. Delavan's a pretty nice town, but just like any other town, you gotta be careful. There's always some strange people in every town. And this building here is what they call one of those, I think it's wall dog murals. It's a group that comes around to different towns and paints these murals on buildings. And they come around periodically, I believe, and touch them up and fix them up. And sometimes they'll add a new one. I don't know if you can see way over there. There's one on the back of that building that says the Red Devils. That used to be a football team here in Delavan when I was a kid, I believe. When I was very young. Anyways, maybe before that. This Red Devils were very well known. They were a pretty tough team. I did a video quite some time ago on all those murals all through the town. Can't remember, there's quite a few of them. If you want to check that out, I'll try to leave the link down in the description. It's pretty interesting to see all of them. I'll go down one more. I wanted to come down here and show you this restaurant. This is one of my favorite Mexican food restaurants. right here. I don't know how you pronounce that. Los Agaves. Los Agaves. But they got excellent food if you're ever in Delavan. If you like Mexican food, you can eat right in there or take it out with you, and they're pretty fast. Go down this way a little bit. One thing that reminds me of, since I'm making a pretty little bit of a longer video right now, any of you other YouTube creators out there that make kind of a 20 minutes or longer videos, is it taking you forever to upload them lately? Mine is horrible. I've been talking to my internet company, but evidently it's not my internet. It's like something to do with the compression of them, and he's thinking that it's being done at YouTube now or something. I don't know, something changed, and it's taken me forever to upload a video of any length. Just a 4-minute video takes me a half an hour. It's ridiculous. I was just curious if any other YouTube creators out there are running into that, having problems taking forever to upload. If you are, tell me in the comments. I'd be interested to find out, or trying to figure out if it's just me or if it's everybody. I've looked on other YouTube videos how to cure the problems and stuff, and I've done a lot of the stuff that people have said, but it didn't do no good. Church looks very nice shape, how it's kept up. And all the bushes around it trimmed, and looks nice. Some pretty cool big huge houses down here. That's why I come down here. I walked by them before in other videos, but I think it's been almost dark. Which is almost getting dark now, but it's a little lighter than it has been in my past videos. It's a beautiful house there. It's huge. A big huge house there too, kind of different with being round and certain parts of it round, but it's getting to where it needs some work. Gotta cost a fortune to keep those big houses up. The catalpa tree, got one of them in my yard. Don't see them a whole lot. Years ago, I guess that was a symbol of a rich farm or something like that. Ones that had them in their yard. It's pretty nice. These houses down here are very nice. I'm gonna go down here to the church, and that's probably going to be about it for this video. It's longer than what I was planning on. That always seems to be the case with me. I like to yak and talk and shoot video. These houses ain't nothing compared to what you find in Lake Geneva. I think the most expensive property in probably the whole state is in Lake Geneva. A lot of millionaires buy houses around the lake and stuff, and a lot of famous people. I know the guy I think that owned Wrigley Spearmint Gum years ago lived around Whitewater Lake. Or not Whitewater, Lake Geneva I mean. Sorry. This is the Catholic church over here. It's pretty nice too. Yeah, something nice to paint someday. So anyways, I'm going to end this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'm going to head back. Got a little bit of exercise while I was out vlogging. So take care everyone, and have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you on the next Wisconsin Greg Show. Bye now.